Today, some crazy facts about the all-time classic movie Casablanca that you might not know. This is our top 10 here on 1,000 Movies Before You Die. Number 10. Only 3 of the cast were born in the US: Humphrey Bogart, Dooley Wilson, and Joy Page, and Wilson was the only cast member who had actually visited Casablanca. Many of the actors playing Nazis were European Jews who had fled Nazi persecution. In the scene where La Marseillaise is sung over the German song Die Wacht am Rhein, many extras, themselves refugees from Nazi oppression, were visibly emotional. The scene was inspired by Jean Renoir's The Grand Illusion from 1937, where French POWs sing La Marseillaise in defiance. Madeleine Lebeau, Yvonne, and Marcel Dalio, Emile, who also appeared in The Grand Illusion, were married during filming and had recently escaped Nazi-occupied France. During production, Humphrey Bogart was asked to stand on the set and nod. Unaware, it signified Rick approving the band to play La Marseillaise. The La Marseillaise scene was originally meant to counter the Nazis singing Das Horst Wessel Lied, the Nazi anthem. However, Warner Brothers replaced it with Die Wacht am Rhein due to copyright concerns, fearing potential legal or diplomatic issues if the film was distributed in neutral countries, including the possibility of paying royalties to the Nazis. Number 9. A historical documents dealer discovered a photo of Rick at the chessboard from the film, accompanied by a letter from Humphrey Bogart to a friend in New York, discussing a specific chess move. The dealer revealed that the chess game in the movie was an actual game Bogart was playing by mail with his friend during filming. Number 8. The first scene filmed was a Paris flashback, creating challenges for Humphrey Bogart, unfamiliar with romantic acting, and Ingrid Bergman, unsure if her character loved Rick or Victor due to the unfinished script. Director Michael Curtiz advised her to play it in between. Number 7. Director Michael Curtiz's Hungarian accent caused confusion on set when he requested a poodle. After a lengthy search, a prop man brought him one of that type of dog, only for Curtiz to exclaim, a poodle of water." Number 6. The letters of transit in Casablanca, which drive much of the plot, were a fictional device created by the screenwriters, as they did not exist in Vichy-controlled France. Playwright Joan Allison expected questions about them, but none were raised. A similar plot device, the gem-encrusted falcon, was central to the Maltese Falcon in 1941, but it too was an invention of the writers. Number 5. In Casablanca, Ingrid Bergman was 1 to 2 inches taller than Humphrey Bogart. To create the illusion that Bogart was taller, director Michael Curtiz had him stand on boxes or sit on pillows, and sometimes instructed Bergman to slouch, as in the Frank for Your Thoughts scene. Number 4. Rick's Cafe was one of the few original sets built for Casablanca, and it was inspired by the Hotel El Minza in Tangier, Morocco. Most other sets were reused from other Warner Brothers productions due to wartime restrictions on building supplies, like the Paris train station that was recycled from the 1942 movie Now Voyager. Major Strasser's arrival scene was filmed at Metropolitan Airport, now Van Nuys Airport, in Los Angeles, San Fernando Valley. Number 3. Though this film's script was named as the best screenplay of all time by the Writers Guild of America, in the 1980s, Casablanca's script was sent to studios under its original title, Everybody Comes to Rick's. While some recognized it, most did not, dismissing it as not good enough, too dated, too much dialogue, and lacking enough sex. In Peter Biskin's My Lunches with Orson Welles recalls Humphrey Bogart saying during the filming of Casablanca, "I'm in the worst picture I've ever been in." Number 2. In the mid-2000s, Madonna proposed a Casablanca remake with herself as Lisa Lund and Ashton Kutcher as Rick. Studios unanimously rejected the idea, calling the film untouchable, leading her to abandon the project. And number 1. Rick never actually says, "Play it again, Sam," in the film. Instead, he says, "You played it for her, you can play it for me. If she can stand it, I can. Play it." The misquoted line inspired spoofs in films like A Night in Casablanca in 1946 and Play It Again, Sam in 1972. Dooley Wilson, who played Sam, was a professional drummer who faked playing the piano. The piano music was performed live by Gene Vincent Plummer, who was positioned behind a curtain so Wilson could mimic his hand movements. Sam's piano sold for more than $600,000 or £370,000 at a New York auction in December of 2012. And a bonus fact for you, the film had 6 quotes on the American Film Institute's list of top movie quotes, more than any other movie. The quotes with their ranks are, Number 5, Here's Looking at You, Kid. Number 20, Louie, I think this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship. Number 28, Play It Sam, Play as Time Goes By. Number 32, Round Up the Usual Suspects. Number 43, We'll Always Have Paris. And number 67, Of all the gin joints and all the towns in all the world, she walks into mine. How many of these facts did you know? Well, now consider yourself well informed. This has been 1,000 Movies Before You Die. Thanks for watching.